Greetings, fellow alien enthusiasts. Welcome to our channel. There's a lot of talk going about UFO sightings lately, and more so because of the Pentagon releasing colossal amounts of data previously classified. In this video, we'll be exploring the most intriguing and mysterious UFO sightings in history. All these sightings remain one of the most well-known UFO sightings in history and continue to be a subject of speculation and investigation by UFO researchers and enthusiasts even after decades. From Roswell, New Mexico to Remlisham Forest in England, we'll uncover the facts of these extraordinary encounters. It is essential that you know that despite the many investigations and theories, the true nature of all these incidents remains a mystery. Some people believe these to be a secret military experiment or a weather balloon, while others are convinced that it is extraterrestrial in nature. We'll travel back in time, tracing the history of UFO sightings and the impact they've had on society. So sit back, relax, and get ready to discover the 20 most famous UFO sightings in history. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting videos on the unexplained. 1. The Kenneth Arnold, 1947. The Kenneth Arnold sighting is one of the most famous and first UFO sightings in history. It occurred on June 24, 1947, when private pilot Kenneth Arnold was flying his small plane near Mount Rainier in Washington state. He reported seeing 9 bright, saucer-like objects flying in formation, which he described as moving like a saucer would if you skipped it across water. Arnold's story quickly gained widespread attention, and the term flying saucer was soon adopted to describe the objects he saw. The incident is often considered the beginning of the modern era of UFO sightings and the popularization of the term UFO. Although the incident has been widely investigated, the exact nature of what Arnold saw remains a mystery. Some explanations have included misidentification of conventional aircraft or natural phenomena, while others have suggested that Arnold saw some sort of advanced aircraft or extraterrestrial vehicle. Regardless of the explanation, the Kenneth Arnold sighting remains one of the most well-known UFO sightings and continues to be a subject of speculation and investigation. 2. The Roswell Incident, 1947. The Roswell Incident refers to an event that occurred in July 1947, in which strange debris was reportedly found on a ranch near Roswell, New Mexico. At the time, the military issued a statement saying that the debris was from a crashed weather balloon, but this explanation was soon challenged by many people who believed that the debris was actually from a crashed extraterrestrial spacecraft. The incident became one of the most famous and controversial UFO stories of all time, with claims of government cover-ups and alien autopsies. In the decades since the incident, numerous investigations have been conducted, and a wealth of information, both supporting and debunking the alien spacecraft theory, has been put forward. 3. Mantel UFO Incident, 1948. The Mantel UFO Incident was a reported UFO sighting that occurred on January 7, 1948, near Fort Knox, Kentucky. The incident involved a military pilot named Thomas Mantel, who was flying an F-51 fighter plane when he was called upon to pursue a UFO. Mantel radioed that he was in pursuit of a metallic object and was seen climbing to a high altitude in an attempt to intercept the UFO. However, Mantel's plane later crashed and he was found dead, leading to speculation about what he might have encountered. The incident was one of the first highly publicized UFO sightings in the United States and sparked widespread speculation about the nature of the UFO that Mantel was pursuing. Some explanations for the incident have included a weather balloon, a secret military experiment, or a natural phenomenon such as a mirage. However, none of these explanations have been definitively proven, and the true nature of the Mantel UFO incident remains a mystery. 4. Lubbock Lights, 1951. The Lubbock Lights were a series of UFO sightings that occurred in the skies over Lubbock, Texas, in August 1951. The sightings involved large groups of lights moving in formation and were reported by a number of reliable witnesses, including university professors and military personnel. The incident received widespread media attention and became one of the most well-known UFO sightings of the early 1950s. Several explanations have been put forward to explain the lights, including the possibility that they were some sort of natural phenomenon or that they were caused by misidentification of conventional aircraft or birds. However, none of these explanations have been definitively proven, and the true nature of the Lubbock Lights remains a mystery. 5. Washington, D.C. UFO Incident, 1952. The Washington, D.C. UFO Incident, also known as the Washington Flap, was a series of UFO sightings that occurred in the skies over Washington, D.C. in the summer of 1952. The incident involved the sighting of unidentified flying objects by multiple witnesses, including military personnel and commercial airline pilots, who reported seeing fast-moving objects with strange lights and unusual maneuvers. The incident received widespread media attention and sparked public concern about the possibility of an extraterrestrial threat. In response, the U.S. Air Force launched an investigation, which concluded that the sightings were likely due to misidentification of conventional aircraft and other natural phenomena, such as temperature inversions and bright stars. 6. Kelly-Hopkinsville Encounter, 1955. The Kelly-Hopkinsville encounter was a reported UFO sighting that took place in Kelly and Hopkinsville, Kentucky, on August 21, 1955. According to the accounts of those involved, a group of individuals encountered small, gray, humanoid creatures that emerged from a landed UFO. The encounter reportedly lasted several hours and involved the beings making multiple attempts to enter the house where the witnesses were hiding. The Kelly-Hopkinsville encounter received widespread media attention and remains one of the most famous UFO sightings in history. The incident has been the subject of extensive investigation and speculation, with some people suggesting that it was a hoax, while others believe that it was a genuine encounter with extraterrestrial beings. 7. Levelland UFO Case, 1957. The Levelland UFO Case was a series of UFO sightings that occurred in and around the town of Levelland, Texas, in November 1957. The incident involved multiple reports of strange lights and flying objects in the area and was the subject of investigation by both the local authorities and the U.S. Air Force. The Levelland UFO Case is considered one of the most well-documented and credible UFO sightings in history due to the large number of witnesses and the consistency of their accounts. The sightings sparked widespread public interest and speculation about the possibility of extraterrestrial life, and the incident remains one of the most intriguing and unexplained UFO cases to this day. 8. Aurora, Texas UFO Incident, 1897. The Aurora, Texas UFO Incident is a reported UFO sighting that took place in Aurora, Texas, on April 17, 1897. According to the accounts, a mysterious airship crashed into a windmill on the outskirts of town, killing its pilot, who was later described as being not of this world. The Aurora UFO Incident is one of the earliest reported UFO sightings in the United States and has been the subject of much speculation and investigation over the years. Some people believe that the story is a hoax, while others believe that it was a genuine encounter with an extraterrestrial spacecraft and its crew. 9. Kecksburg UFO Incident, 1965. The Kecksburg UFO Incident was a reported UFO sighting that took place in Kecksburg, Pennsylvania, on December 9, 1965. According to the accounts, a large metallic object was seen falling from the sky and crashing into the woods near the town. The Kecksburg UFO Incident received widespread media attention and sparked public interest in the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Despite an extensive search of the area by both the military and local authorities, no evidence of the object was found, and the true nature of the incident remains a mystery to this day. Over the years, many theories have been put forward to explain the Kecksburg UFO Incident, including the possibility that it was a meteorite, a military experiment, or a secret Soviet space probe. However, none of these explanations have been definitively proven. The Kecksburg UFO Incident continues to generate interest and speculation more than half a century after the event. 10. Remlisham Forest Incident, 1980. The Remlisham Forest Incident was a reported UFO sighting that took place in Remlisham Forest, near Suffolk, England, on December 26 to 28, 1980. According to the accounts of two U.S. Air Force officers who were on duty at the nearby RAF Bentwaters and Woodbridge air bases, they saw strange lights in the forest and decided to investigate. They claimed to have encountered a glowing, metallic object that was emitting a beam of light and made imprints in the ground. The Remlisham Forest Incident is one of the most well-known and controversial UFO sightings in history and has been the subject of extensive investigation and speculation over the years. Some people believe that the two airmen were the victims of a hoax or mass hallucination, while others believe that they genuinely encountered a UFO. Thank you for watching Part 1 all the way, and let us know if you'd like to see a Part 2 too. Part 2 will cover 10 other widely famous and controversial UFO sightings. Please do consider liking and sharing this video and making your thoughts known in the comments below. Until next time, keep your eyes on the sky. Good day and good night.